Il est entrepreneur en série, ange investisseur et maintenant fondateur d'un accélérateur d'entreprise qui s'appelle Year One Labs. Monsieur Luk.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Raymond Luk, fondateur de Year One Labs, un accélérateur ici à Montréal, et fier membre d'Ange Québec aussi. Et comme Martin a dit, je vais continuer en anglais parce que c'est un peu difficile pour moi en français. Et on a un match de hockey dans quelques minutes, donc c'est plus vite en anglais. I'd like to say a few words about Year One Labs because I think that accelerators are really a great new model for entrepreneurship, not only here in Montreal and Quebec, but throughout the world. There's probably 300 incubators and accelerators right now in the world under our new model. So we're very proud that Year One Labs is the first mentor-driven accelerator in Montreal that is 100% started, funded, and mentored by entrepreneurs. So, my theme for tonight really is, it's all about entrepreneurs. So Year One Labs is a group of serial entrepreneurs who invested our own money, our time, and really trying to mentor the next generation of entrepreneurs. Our program is very simple. We invest $50,000 in founders, and it may seem like a crazy model, but we invest $50,000 really on the basis of the quality of the entrepreneur. We don't really care about the idea or the product. Not all investors are like that, but we invest very early stage. So our only criteria is, do we believe that entrepreneur has entrepreneurial DNA? Do we think they have what it takes to succeed? If their idea is not that great, but the team is excellent, they're going to win, they're going to succeed. If the team is not so great, but the idea is great, they don't have a chance of winning. So $50,000 up to a year of hands-on mentoring, office space, and access to the network. There's around 25 people behind Year One Labs, and as I mentioned, they're all serial entrepreneurs, not only from Montreal, from Silicon Valley, New York, Boston, Ontario, and Quebec. So it's a true network. We believe we've done a great job of bringing the network here to Montreal, but our people in our network thank us for bringing Montreal to them because of all of you here and the entrepreneurs in particular. We're also, we just launched in September last year. We've made 5 investments so far. Stay tuned for more news. We're expanding quite significantly in the summer. Just to give you an example of one of our companies, there's a great little company that is called Local Mind. Anyone who has an iPhone, I encourage you to look at Local Mind. And it's a location-based Q&A platform. And it's a 4-month-old company that launched 1 month ago. And this is a great example of how quickly you can build a great company in a short amount of time with the right people. So Local Mind launched about a month ago at South by Southwest, a big music and tech festival in Austin. They were voted the best startup of South by Southwest. They've been in the New York Times, CNN, the Huffington Post, and they're used by thousands of people as far away as Japan and Africa and the Middle East, and this is in really 1 month. So when we talk about acceleration, that's really what we're talking about, is you can go pretty fast. What's also interesting about Local Mind is that we actually recruited 2 very, very talented entrepreneurs from San Diego to come to Montreal in December. So they had quite a climate shock. But what was really interesting was that it was a very easy decision for them. They thought, Montreal, we'd love to move. We'd love to come here. And that's I think that's definitely something new that didn't exist 15 years ago when I was starting companies here. I don't want to take too much time, but I just have one message, I think, for everybody here, entrepreneurs and all the rest of us in the ecosystem. It really is about the entrepreneurs. Martin asked me to speak about what I'm seeing as I do a lot of travel in different places. Why is Montreal special? And I think that I think it's because we've all learned that really it is about the entrepreneur. And Jacques Bernier from Charles loves saying that we're here to serve entrepreneurs. And I love that word, as I think that it's easy when you're an investor or somebody supporting entrepreneurs to think that, oh, maybe I'm more than a supporter. I'm making the entrepreneur successful. It's because of me they're successful. And that's not true. Without the entrepreneurs, we're really nothing. So I love that word. I think we're all here to serve entrepreneurs. So if you're an entrepreneur in the room, you're really the rock stars. Sometimes what we've learned at Year One Labs, the best thing to do to support an entrepreneur is get out of the way. And I'm not looking at anybody in particular, but it's not easy being an entrepreneur. It takes a lot of time to raise money, do all these things. We try to do things quickly because we want them 100% focused on building their company. Money is not the only answer that we've learned. When I started my first company, $500,000, $1 million to build a website was normal, and now we have kids do it in a weekend. So we run these hackathons where we give them 8 hours to build a company. And what is amazing is that at 7 hours, they're sitting around having a coffee because they finished an hour ago. You can go very quickly, and again, money is not always the answer. So if people have money and you're funders and you want to leverage your dollar, match it up with talent, whether it's with somebody like Year One Labs or other mentor networks, you get a fantastic return on that. One thing that I find, just a message for the entrepreneurs, a lot of us were just down in Boston last week for a conference, meeting a lot of entrepreneurs, and there is absolutely no difference between great entrepreneurs here in Quebec and in Montreal and the best entrepreneurs in Boston and San Francisco. There's no delta. We're just as good. The only difference is that a lot of entrepreneurs here are afraid of saying, I want to be the best. So my message to entrepreneurs is, it's okay to say, I want to be the best, I want to crush the competition, I want to make tons of money. That's okay. In fact, investors like it when you say that. So that's the only difference. So I think the sooner we get on that, the better. And the final thing is that I think not everyone agrees, but with me, it's my personal opinion that I think we should ignore borders. We work very hard to bring in the network, not only from Montreal, but from everywhere. And if I'm starting a company today, I want to draw upon New York, Boston, Toronto, Ottawa, the talent, capital, everything. Obviously, I hate Boston tonight, but after the game, I will draw upon them for talent, capital, all those things. And that's an important thing for us because it's not because Montreal we don't have everything here, but it's because we should not just think about doing it in our own backyard. Building a company is really about interlocking networks. So when I started my first company here 15 years ago, we didn't have events like this. So I think this event and the great work that Martin, the Capital Innovation team has done is the best evidence that we do have a fantastic network here. And again, I think it's because we've all realized that it's all about the entrepreneur. But I want to thank Martin and Capital Innovation. And good night. Go Habs, go.